Hello everyone and welcome back guys to round 3 of the GT Sport 2021 Manufacturers Series, where today we're here in Fuji Motor Speedway. Yes, unfortunately I did miss out on round 2 of the Nations Cup, so apologies that there was no video from that, but hopefully yeah, we're back in today for more of the Manufacturers Series. I am planning on trying to jump into more of the Nations Cup. I was just unfortunately a bit busy last weekend when the race went ahead. Having a look though at the points for today, 127 available now for the win. We're slowly getting our way up towards like that 150 mark for a race victory here, and I mean we want a P4 or better to try and pick up more championship points relative to I think the 1 of 7 that we scored in the first 2 rounds of the championship. Obviously last time out at Autodromo Laggio Maggiore, yeah, didn't quite go the way we would have wanted to, but hopefully back in the GT3 this time around Toyota, obviously the Supra once again. Hopefully should be a good combo around Fuji. I mean, this car's a pretty decent all-rounder in Group 3, and the GT4 car isn't too bad either. We were looking good in that race until things went disastrously wrong towards the very end. But of course, as always though, we're right on board with our fastest qualifying lap. Like always, a 5-minute qualifying session really meant around here you were only going to get 2 laps, and that line through turn 1 is not going to help us at all there. Completely missing the apex, just sort of panicked a bit under braking and then tried to turn in too early. The key, as always, on GT Sport is to be as smooth as possible here. And yeah, unfortunately, that line there was not. Through the second turn, though, that was pretty much as perfect. So we're going to be able to get there. Very, very lucky, actually, not to get a penalty there. I thought we might just get one on the outside there. Just trying to take as much grass through. I think, is that 200R, I want to say it's called, around this circuit. Obviously, quite a few of the Japanese tracks have corner names based on their radii as well there. But yeah, Fuji, like I said, is a track that I really do love on GT Sport. Heavily underrated, I think, nowadays. It's sort of like one of those hidden gems, I think, now, of everyone sort of knows about it, but I think, again, it goes rather underappreciated in more recent times there, as we actually get the car slowed down into that hairpin a whole lot nicer than we did the first there. Through the final sector of the lap, though, this thing, I don't know whether it's me or the car a little bit more, but I tend to struggle just a little bit in comparison to some of the other cars there. I think whereas front-engined, sort of the front end likes to wash out, the back end then likes to get a bit unstable there, as we almost spin it, running over a lot of the marbles on the outside there, just really trying to modulate the throttle in towards the final couple of corners of the lap there. And through the final turn, wasn't sure whether to go wide or tight through there, and I kind of did neither. As you can see, currently the fastest time there, 1:37.525. As we head up towards the line, though, where are we going to be able to go on the grid there? My PB was a 36.8, so I was feeling confident, but as we head up towards the line there, it's actually going to be a 1:38.0, not even down in the 1:37s, which is sort of my minimum requirement at the end of the session there, and that's going to leave us P6 on the grid, ready for round 2 of the season then. So not quite what I wanted for the start of this race. You can see it is a Brit in the Merc on pole, a Frenchman in the Hyundai in P2 there, ahead of a Brit, another Brit actually, in the Toyota there. A Porsche in P4, ahead of another Mercedes in P5. Then you can see myself in P6, like we said, the half-second off the pole, an F-Type in 7th place there. And then you can see an Aston P8, another Porsche, up in P9 there. Actually got quite a good variety again though, but a lot of Porsches in this race there. 10th place again, and you can see an RZZ in 11th there, a 650S in 12th, a Beetle, don't see of many of those anymore in Group 3, ahead of a Z4 there, and then an M6, so interesting, we've got 2 BMWs of 2 different types there. Renault RS01, love that thing, in P16, another BMW M6 in P17 there. Then we've got an Aston Martin, and last but not least, a beautiful Alfa Romeo Martini colour car there. But let's dive into this. Right, so here we go then. Round 3 of the GT Sport Manufacturers Series for 2021. And yeah, we're going to start this race on the mediums then. You've got to use the mediums and the hards over the course of this race, but we just want to keep it clean and keep it tidy. P3 is lagging around a lot, so hopefully we won't have to deal with him all too much in this race. But 20 laps ahead of us is going to be just over half an hour. Let's do this thing. Red lights, and it's lights out and away we go, as everyone is just going to form a sneak as we head down towards turn 1. Not too sure how good the Supra is in straight line speed, but I guess we'll find out very, very quickly, as the answer is not as good as the F-Type behind us. Down in towards the first corner. I can see that Yaris, Supra even, is just, that's not fun. Thank you. Oh my god, this is... How on earth can someone have this bad internet? And we've just got to try and hit our marks and hope we don't get screwed by him. Also got to really look after the tyres over the course of this one. It's a good test of my distraction and awareness. Because that guy is all over the place. Has he gone now? I think he might have gone behind us now, with a bit of luck. Anyway, guy in front has a penalty already as well. So that's good. But, oh my god. Yeah, this track is all about the slipstream though. As having a car fly through the hairpin there is a little bit off-putting. Don't know what it's like on his end. Not sure actually how the Merc picked up a penalty, unless it was weird laggy contact with the other Supra. Oh, come on. Try and get the nose in. Yeah, top guys look confident though, but again, we are on the mediums, so if we can stick into the slipstream of some people, that would be rather good. Obviously, we've got to remember the 3/4 of a second thing on this game. We should fly past the Merc. He might actually get us back down towards turn 1 though, if he gets a big enough tow. Because yeah, the two Frenchmen in front, already 2 seconds up the road, however, which is not ideal for us. As we head back down in towards the first corner though, they might be on the soft, so that's alright. Just going to brake nice and sensibly. We got guys behind. Braking very, very aggressively down in towards T1. But yeah, we have moved up a couple of spots off the start then. I want P4 or higher in this race so we can pick up some more championship points. But let's just wait and see. It's just through the second half of the lap we lose all the time. We've really got to try and get it absolutely hooked up to make sure we don't lose too much. So we head through the final corner again. So easy to get oversteered through there. But I mean, yeah, we've taken a half second out of the guys in front this lap, so I don't know whether they're on mediums as well then. The aim is to try and get to about lap 12 on these mediums and then go softs to the end. Tyre wear shouldn't be too big an issue around this track. I think fuel is good as well. Fuel, yeah, that should be fine to get us to where we want to be. But yeah, interesting strats. Try and get myself back on the radar. Oh god, there was a Merc on the inside. That's why I wanted to get back to the radar. See if he was coming for it, but he's pulled that off. And unfortunately we'll have to slot back in. Oh, the Merc very, very early on the brakes there. But he's going to swipe across the nose. Not too sure what that was all about from him. Whether he just wasn't that confident in towards that corner. Didn't feel like we braked late particularly. But yeah, through this final sector I'm pretty certain this guy's on softs. Otherwise that Mercedes is way more planted. So we've got another German just behind us. We're in a German sandwich at this stage of the day. Round in the final corner again. Should... We have to get a bit of a run on the Merc though. But yeah, we've got 2 Germans around us in 2 German cars as well. Clearly they love their loyalty. But let's just wait and see if we can get a run down towards T1. So yeah, lap time is really slow so far though. So yeah, we should be able to have a look. Pull to the inside. Make sure we get it slowed down nice and tidy. Don't allow the switch back. And we are up into P4 again and closing in on the guy in front. Not quite sure what car the guy in front of us is in. I think, is it the Hyundai? I want to say the Hyundai. But yeah, we can't quite seem to get the Merc out of the 3/4 of a second gap as well. But we're not really losing much battling each other, as that's a new PB for the race, down into the 138s. Merc though is going to get a big old run down towards T1, but not actually go for anything. So we can break back at the double cones this time without the slipstream. And hopefully this lap round we can get close enough to the Hyundai to maybe look for something down in towards 1. Oh, guy in front, big mistake. So we head through the hairpin, I almost followed him. Both just got a bit too brave on the braking. Let's see if we can do anything though, as we head through the final few corners of the lap. Don't really want to go for anything here. Just want to stay back, ready for the slipstream. If he's going to be that slow and do that though, that's not going to help us out at all. So let's try and get a bit of a good run out onto the straight. Whoa! Not too sure what that was all about. Big snap of oversteer on the exit, and now we've got a 4-car scrap. As we head back down towards turn 1 there, the Hyundai's lost out massively from this, but this suddenly becomes a battle for the podium. The Merc's going to go defensive, swing right to the inside. Someone's coming down the inside. And we've been lag hit by that guy, who is still somehow here. So Porsche sneaks through. Still got the Hyundai there. This is all getting a bit crazy at this early stage. Trying to look to the inside of the Hyundai. We are still there, buddy. Porsche now into P3. I think he's in the same team as the Merc. They race for a team or a league together. That was we're just going to get sent. Yep. 3 wide through the hairpin, and we had nothing we could do there. Oh, this is just getting not good. There's a Garner inside. Alright, come on. Let's have a look past the Hyundai back into T1. Should be able to get the run. He gets a bit squirrely on the exit. And we will have that position back. Thank you very much. I'm sure he's not going to be close enough to go for anything into here. Or stupid enough with a bit of luck. No, he does not. Right, let's try and get back past these NWR cars as well then. Get ourselves back up to the podium. Hey? Wait, when did we ignore track limits? I've got no idea we've ended up with that, but that's not going to help us. I'm guessing that's what the Merc did early on then. I thought we'd stay between the white lines. I'm sure the footage will probably show differently. But yeah, now we need to really get up to this guy. So when we lose that half second, hopefully we don't lose too much of the toe. Have a look at the inside. Should we park it on the apex? Now hopefully after we lose the half second, we're not going to lose too much from it. So guy in P2 pits the end of lap 9. Are we going to lose the slipstream? I think we are still just, and the Aston's going to get a big run on us as well. So that was the guy that was in the lead early on. So the Aston and the Hyundai are going to fly back past us. It was just a bit of contact from the Hyundai on the inside, and we've lost out both places as well, so it's all heating up. But are these guys going half distance on a set of softs? Is the tyre wear really not that bad? Or are we all on mediums? I'd be surprised. Let's have a look, see if we can try and get back past the Hyundai though. Oh, Aston brakes very early. Hyundai tries to turn in. I think everyone else is peeling in, so I don't know what tyres they're on. Leader was on softs. Everyone else on softs? Well, P3 stayed out. The other two were both on softs as well, though. Hyundai's going to get a bigger run. So we might all be on mediums then. I'm tempted to pit the end of this one onto softs to try and get up to the end. So Hyundai's really just going to park on the apex again. This race has got a lot of action early on, but it's really not helping any of us. What was that? I think he just tried to take me out, I'll be honest. He picked up a 1 second penalty for track limits. And then I think he just tried to take me out because he was annoyed with himself. Anyway, we're going to have to pit the end of this one then. Shame that it reset us, because there really wasn't a lot we could do there, but everyone else able to go half distance on their tyres. Oh, yeah, and the fuel. So we're going to peel into the pit lane. He was also on softs. So the Merc really did go very far into the race. That was not helpful by me. But yeah, obviously, very long pit stop hold. This guy's still going even further into this race. Including the Frenchman. He should have pit them with his penalty. But yeah, not too far to go in the race. Then we're over halfway. Let's just see once we get fuel in. There we go, perfect. Such a long pit hold now. But yeah, back out on the softs to the end. I mean, really now, we should be one of the fastest cars on track between now and the end of this race. BMW is hopefully going to give us a bit of a tow, as that Jensen James guy must literally be on dial-up. Is he pitting now? I hope he's pitting now. No, he's not. So we're going to be back up inside the top 10. We get the second chunk of slipstream. Should be P9 with a bit of luck. Yes, there we go. BMW not able to get the power down. Don't think he's pit yet, as the guy in front gets a 1 second penalty as well. Is that for the contact with the laggy guy? I'm not sure. Porsche in front is about to serve his pen. We've now hopefully taken the laggy guy as well. There's the Frenchman, yeah, he was also on a set of medium, so he's really tried to take those right the way through to the end. So we should be up another couple of spots with a bit of luck. Hopefully still podiums on the cards here. I think the top two have just pulled away too much, as that's new fastest for the day. Rather happy with that one. Was not expecting that, I'll be honest. Hopefully we can hold on to fastest lap. Yeah, you can see the podiums right there, but the top two are still a long way up the road. I can't see that gap coming down particularly quickly. Right, if we're going to try and get past these guys, we really do need to try and navigate them all quite quickly. We need to be clever with this. Another new fast lap of the day, as we are now into the slipstream of the Merc in front. Battle going on just up the road. Back down in towards turn 1. As the Porsche tries to get the up and under on him, but can't make it work. But yeah, we need to, in the perfect world, get past all three of them in one go. But what we do also need to do is not shred the rubber in the process. There's another purple. Move sector 1. See if we can try and get past the Merc round here. Always a good place to try and go for a dive up the inside. Or force us to the outside. That's fine. Have a look. He's going to try and squeeze us out, but we've given some room. We should now be up into P5 of the race. Tries to have a look around the outside, but can't do anything of it. And now we've got the Aston and the Porsche right in front of us. Still should have a lot more grip than these guys as well. As we head up in towards the final couple of corners of the lap. Do really still love racing around Fuji. Such an underrated circuit, I always think. I really would have loved for this track to have had an F1 race last year. And obviously we'll go in here, there and everywhere. Anyway, can we try and get a look past the Porsche? No, we can't. Try to give him the room. He's probably going to get a big run now towards the Aston. But I mean, that V12 in the Aston, it makes it a weapon down the straights. Hopefully we can still look past this guy though. See, they're just battling me, lose 1.1 seconds. Back up the inside in towards T1. Nice and tidy. Nice and stopped. Nice of P4. Now to get the Aston. Well, Aston wasn't getting a good run. Maybe I would look for something down towards the hairpin and hope we can pull away a gap. In through the final sector. We're going to look. We're going to make it obvious that we're looking. Make sure we get it stopped. Cannot allow switchbacks around here. Right, now we've got to try and just push like crazy through this final sector. See if we can break him out of the slipstream 3/4 of a second. What we need. Gap's already... Oh, there we go. Oh, no. Oh. That's going to put a lot of wear through the rubber as well. And set us a long way back again. But that's fine. Still got 4 more laps. We can close up this gap. Hasn't taken us long before we're all over the back of the Merc again, but we are going to have to be so cautious through that corner to make sure we don't make the same mistake again. I think we just got onto the marbles and it just dragged the car out, and then we just clipped the Astro, and that's pretty much it, always going straight around on you. Still definitely got some good pace. The tyres are still definitely in good nick as well. They can certainly get to the end with no major issues. I think the Porsche now is going to be the sitting duck. So we head back down towards turn 1. Might end up going 3 wide here, but we'll wait and see. There's one. Merc's going to force us to the middle. So we'll go a bit later on the brakes. Oh, Merc very, very aggressive with his defending. Not a fan of that particularly, but maybe we can have a look in towards the next left-hander. Trying to work out my lefts from my rights. This race is taking up a lot of my brain power. Just trying to keep everything clean and tidy. No, we're definitely not close enough this time around. Right, big run. Big run on the Merc, please. Don't think he's got slipstream on the Aston. So hopefully we can try and go for something now with 2 laps to go of this race. Porsche is falling back. I think his tyres have just about had it. Let's see what we can do then. Doesn't even bother defending, of course there's no real point. He definitely didn't have the slipstream on the Aston though. He's going to try to look down around the outside, but I don't think he's going to be able to find much there. As we're going to up into P4 of the race, really chop aggressively across the nose, trying to get to the apex. Oh, that must be close to a penalty, but I think we got away with it. Now we've got to try and close it to the Aston with a lap and a half to go. We've still definitely got a lot of grip over a lot of these guys. So hopefully we can try and get a run on the Aston in towards the final couple of corners. Oh, where am I? Off? No, don't do that. Oh, I'm such an idiot. Had to save it from sliding though. That was so bad. Sorry. Oh, it's going to be a miracle now if we can even get P4 in this race. Just 2 small mistakes towards the end. We've wasted a good opportunity with the tyres. We're going to go defensive on the Porsche. I think we might be able to get to the Merc again before the end. But yeah, just 2 small mistakes. That one, I wasn't sure. If the back end went round, I mean, we're going to end up P6, irrespective of what we do. But I thought we're better off just running wide and trying to keep the back end in check. Let's just see if we can close back up to the Merc though. I mean, he's closing in on the Aston again now by the looks of it. So we've definitely been faster, just slightly less consistent, unfortunately. If we smash the final sector, we might just be close enough to try and get slipstream up towards the line, but I'm not optimistic. Let's wait and see what happens. Seems to be absolutely nailed to perfection. Just a quick short shift, avoid the wheel spin. Oh. Don't know whether to try and go for a big run in towards the final couple of turns. Ooh. I think that's the side of that for us. Can we get a run? Can we get a run? I think he's got the slipstream on the Aston. I think it's going to screw us right at the end of this race. We're gaining. We are gaining. I don't know why he's... Oh, he's blocked us. Don't think we would have got him anyway, to be honest, but... P4 in the end, man. Oh, yeah, someone... What happened? Oh, he had a penalty. He didn't do the tyres properly. Whoa. Oh, that's even more gutting than we missed out on that podium. But another P4 does mean we pick up more championship points, which are very important. How on earth did someone manage not to do that? He might finish last in this from winning it on the road there. What a mistake to make. But thank you all so much for watching this video. If you have enjoyed, do make sure you leave a like, get yourself subscribed. And yeah, we will definitely be back very, very soon with more GT Sport.